Hi boys and girls and mom and dads, it's me, Miss Joan, and today I'm going to show you how to make a terrarium. First, you can use a glass jar like this. You have to be very careful because it's breakable. A terrarium is basically things living inside, and it doesn't, once you set it up, it doesn't even need to be watered because it will water itself. So the first thing you need, let's see, oh, here, closer, is to put some little pebbles on the bottom. Pebbles on the bottom. Not only do they look pretty, but it provides drainage for when the water goes in. Next, I've got some activated carbon. It's a natural thing, and I got it. And I'm going to put a layer of this in. It just helps keep everything smelling fresh inside your terrarium. So there's the next layer, okay? We've got rocks, we got activated carbon. Next is time for the potting soil. Okay, we're going to take the potting soil and put it in the terrarium. So when you have an enclosed terrarium, it makes its own ecosystem, makes its own water, and it waters itself. You won't have to add any more. And the key really is to use small plants. So it looks like a little, almost like a fairy garden. Like a fairy garden. So unfortunately, I don't have access to a lot of things right now because, you know, the quarantine. So I found some moss. This is what moss looks like. It looks like grass. And I'm going to put it in here. And it's gonna look very pretty. It's gonna look like, almost like wall-to-wall carpeting. I found it on my lawn. Moss likes to grow in shady areas where it doesn't get a lot of sunlight. So I think the moss is gonna be happy living in my jar. And here's some more moss. We're gonna cover it with moss so it's gonna look so pretty. Let's see. Oh, one more piece of moss. Right here. Okay. Next, if I had some plants, this would be the time for me to put them in. But because I don't have any plants, I cut this piece of a tree. Oh, it's too big. Let's cut it smaller. So remember, this is a miniature garden. So let's take the top off here. We'll take this off here, and let's plant that in here. It looks like there's a little tree growing inside. Does that look like a little tree? Little flower tree. And then I've got some cute little tiny things. Let's see if you can see what this is. I'm going to put it in there. Let's see. Can you see what that is? Yes, it's a little tiny owl. Let's put the owl in here so you can watch over everything in the terrarium. Okay, little owl used to, whoa, whoops, well, he went down the hole there. Oh well, we'll have to find him later. How about this? We'll put a little doggy in there. He's a little bigger. We'll go right here, little doggy. And have a little duck. Duck can go in the terrarium. There you go, ducky. And look at this. It's a pretend strawberry. Let's put that in here. So it's like a little fairy garden. Now I will sprinkle some water in and then put the lid on it. And we're going to check it every day to see how pretty it looks. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep looking around to see if I can find any little plants that would look nice in my terrarium. I have to go on a nature walk and look at that. See all the different layers? The gravel on the bottom, the dirt. Okay, boys and girls, that's the terrarium. I hope you liked it. Bye-bye for now.